next speaker is Vivian Hernandez, and she is a freshman, and her major, Vivian, what is your major?
Undecided.
She's undecided, all right, and the title of her speech is How to Make Up for Pollution?
Yes.
All right, then. You guys go ahead and welcome Vivian.
What an amazing speech, right? That was really good. Can you all hear me in the back? I just want to make sure you guys can all hear me accuse you of polluting. Well, as you heard, my topic is cosmetics. So we all use it. It has, blush, makeup of all types, soaps, shampoo. So I'd like to open with a little fact. Never trust an Avon consultant. It's because they make up everything. That's a warning for the rest of my speech, just telling you. But all jokes aside, cosmetics today, although helping us, do drastically abuse our ecosystem. I'll be sharing with you just how we do that when making cosmetics, using cosmetics, and disposing of them. So let's get started at the primary level. In the production of health and beauty products, tons of both renewable and non-renewable resources are robbed from the earth without compensation. Take, for example, palm oil. It's used to make soaps, shampoos, and lipstick, but it's mostly comparable to coconut oil, the cooking ingredient. But it's cheaper to produce, has a wider variety of uses, but it harms the environment even more dangerously. So the palm is made from the African oil palm, farmed on acres and acres of Malaysia, Cambodia, and Indonesia without moderation, leading to critical amounts of deforestation there in order to make room for the palms. Without that forest, the population of the Sumatran orangutan is reaching its all-time low with only around 7,000 left on the planet. So another example is petroleum-based lip balm. I'm sure we've used it one way or another. It pollutes at every stage, mining the petroleum, transporting it, and actually refining it at a refinery. At a refinery, crude oil is separated with so many chemicals into things like gasoline, heating oil, and petroleum, which releases 22,000 tons of hazardous air pollution in 1 year. Imagine that. So instead, try greener, healthier alternatives such as shea butter, beeswax, or cocoa butter. Or you can make it at home with beeswax, honey, and a dire need for smooth lips. So let's turn your attention to what happens at the secondary level, after the product is made. Even after the item is made, Earth is still being damaged with the testing and use of the product. Axe body spray, the company, is one of the many today that still test their product on animals. Get this. They spray their product into the faces of hundreds of mice and force them to breathe it, nothing but it, which can cause them convulsions, paralysis, or even death. In 1 year, 100 million animals of all kinds, ranging from frogs to rabbits, die at the hand of cosmetic testing. Sorry to get a little morbid there. But if this continues, tadpoles can no longer filter out tap water, and rabbits couldn't fertilize our plants. I mean, look at the NLC grass, it's beautiful. We could potentially die over the course of 70 years if rabbits just decided to stop pooping. So make sure to thank them. So on the topic of Axe, every time it's sprayed, you damage the air in your proximity, contributing to the ground level ozone. Prolonged exposure to this smog in the ozone layer can lead to various lung diseases as well as trigger severe allergies. Not to mention, it also boosts global warming. So you just use deodorant sticks. Axe isn't that great anyway. Now, let's talk about what happens at the third level, when you're done with your beauty item. After the use of your products, incorrect disposal of the containers can lead to the death and defects of wildlife everywhere. Shampoo, for example, as well as other plastic containers, take up 1/3 of all landfills and animal habitats, resulting in long-term pollution. In the US, we make 14 million tons of those plastic containers and only recycle 0.1 of it. With these containers invading wildlife spaces, leftover ingredients from shampoo or lotions can cause aquatic life, behavioral changes, or mutations. I know how cool it would be to see a four-headed sharktopus, but let's just play it on the safe side and just recycle. How many of you guys know how microdermabrasion, ladies, if you know what that is, when you scrub your face and it leaves your face all smooth? Or toothpaste to get the whitest teeth, you know, when it's filing your teeth to get all that dirty tartar off of it. Well, that happens with tiny little plastic beads inside of it called microbeads. And whenever you use it, you flush thousands of these microbeads down the drain. And on American soil, over 1.5 million of these microbeads are found per square mile, scattering wildlife regions. Animals that eat these particles can choke, stop eating, and can disrupt the environmental food chain for up to 50 years. I mean, they're finding these beads in our fish that we eat inside of their stomachs because they just ingest it. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but I'd like to save my daily portion of plastic for dessert. So overall, the damage we cause to perfect ourselves is horrendous, but it can be stopped and we can still feel healthy. So hopefully, we all realize just how often we damage the environment, but also how we can slow the pollution. Buy locally made products. Look for labels on your products that prove that it's not animal tested, and properly dispose of your cosmetics. So make sure us humans can live until tomorrow. We're the ones destroying this earth, but we're also the ones that can fix it. And quite frankly, I'd be pretty mad if a beetle outlived me, so do your part. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivian. Our next speaker is Emily Christine Brown, and she is a freshman who is studying education. And the title of her speech is Get Clean and Stay Green. Give her a round of applause.
Did you know that every day enough plastic straws are thrown away to fill 127 school buses? That's per day, not per year. I'd like to tell you about Norwex, a company that is working to reduce waste such as this in our world. Every day, I bet each of us finds ourselves doing one of the following: using plastic straws, cleaning something, or using other plastic products that are then later thrown away. I myself have used these Norwex products that are for all of these things and more that can help reduce this waste. When I was first introduced to Norwex, I was helping clean up someone's house. They were going to sell it, and the windows were filthy, and they handed me a wet towel, and I looked around, okay, where's the Windex, where's the cleaner? And they said, no, that's it, you just wipe off the window with this towel. And at first I thought that was crazy. And as I used their products, I realized how effective they were, not just on the windows, but on the rest of the house. And so Norwex products can help us keep our homes and our planet green and safe. So during my presentation today, I'll be discussing, first, some of Norwex products that are available, second, how we can use them, and third, how they're affecting our environment. And so first, Norwex has many products, but today we'll just be discussing 3. And so first, I'll be discussing their EnviroCloth. They're multi-purpose towels that can meet all of our general cleaning needs. According to Norwex.com, these are their best-selling.
Mackenzie Pineda. And Mackenzie is a freshman, and I asked her what her major was, and she says she's undecided, so maybe we can persuade her to join communication studies. But anyway, the title of her presentation is Green Cosmetics. Give her a round of applause.
Hi. How many of you have pets at home, such as guinea pigs, hamsters, cats, or even small cats and dogs? Okay. Well, imagine those pets that you love and cherish like family being taken from your homes and put inside laboratories. And in these laboratories, they're being blinded, burned, and even poisoned. And after these tests are over with, they're being disposed of in cruel and inhumane ways. This is animal product testing. It's wrong, it's inhumane, and it must be stopped. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the solutions in which everyone can help stop animal product testing, and also the legalities involved in the situation, and most importantly, the animals that are being affected by this horrible cause. Which brings me to my first point. Innocent animals are being blinded and burned and poisoned during irritation tests. Irritation tests usually involve an animal being shaved, then rubbed vigorously with harsh chemicals, or an animal being blinded by chemicals being dropped into their eyes. These animals receive no pain relief whatsoever during these tests. And after these tests are over with, manufacturers decide to murder them in cruel and inhumane ways. This usually includes asphyxiation, the breaking of the neck, or even decapitation. In the U.S., a large percentage of these animals receive no protection under the Animal Welfare Act. Which brings me to my next point of the legalities involved in the situation. The EU has stopped animal testing. Israel has stopped animal testing. India has stopped animal testing. And in current news today, China has...
Our next speaker is Adam Fonsko, and Adam is a freshman. And what is your major, Adam?
Computer science.
He is a major in computer science, and the title of his presentation is Biodiversity. Give him a round of applause.
So, did you know that without a healthy and properly functioning biodiversity, our Earth as we know it could potentially never be the same? I would like to inform you of the importance of maintaining and preserving a healthy biodiversity. I've spent some time researching this topic, and I believe it to be vital in understanding how we can actually improve our own lives as well as the Earth. I believe you would benefit by listening to this speech because it will provide insight on how we gain most of our crops and food supplies in the United States. So today I'm going to be explaining to you how biodiversity provides a lot of natural benefits for humans, how all organisms, no matter how small, including algae and ants, produce benefits and make an impact on the environment, and how honeybees are singly one of the most vital aspects of our Earth. So many people don't even realize it, but biodiversity provides a lot of natural benefits for humans. Biodiversity is everything from the production of food all the way to medical research. Secretariat